Hello, welcome to this episode of The Sims 4 Build a World Challenge. I've been working a little bit. I think I mentioned in the last video while we were playing our Tatuba residence that I had created a new household to move in across the street to replace Destiny since she had moved in and we got to keep the residence. So here's the new house. You can't really see it as well as the other videos because it's winter, but it looks kind of groovy covered in snow. But this is the Garcia house or Garcia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Garsia. I guess it's Garcia. So this is the house here. It's a pretty cool diagonal house. I went with another diagonal house on this corner because I like the first one we put in by the same artist or creator. But this is our house here. We have both our Sims here. I went with a family on this one since we have to go two Sims and we have to have certain requirements to start going to high school and stuff like that. So I wanted to put all that into effect and try to start on that progress. So I created a family with one adult and one son. So he's like he's a stay-at-home dad. He's a bit of a computer nerd. He focuses mostly on like creating apps. But this is Angelo Garcia. And then we made his son. This is Luca. He's over here on a computer. Luca's having a good time. That's his frog. But there's Lucas. Or Luca. Luca. I thought that was a pretty cool name, Luca. So he's really into like sciencey stuff. He's been tinkering with his craft station, playing with his hamster a lot. So he enjoys his fun. He does a lot of crafts. He's been just enjoying boyhood. Eventually I want to get in with this imaginary friend here. Because I haven't experienced anything with imaginary friends, but I bought it from the store and I'm like, ooh, let's work on that in one of these videos. So if I recall, I might do that today. But this is Angelo and his son Luca. So this is the new household that we have across the street from the main residence. I really did think it'd be a good addition to have this household here because it kind of starts with the kids in the neighborhood too. So we can start building relationships with people, younger for kids. So when we start having children, we might know some, teenagers or something that might be babysitters or who knows. Um, I did talk to Summer Sesh. She's the one that's been keeping this challenge up. And she is making an update right now for the newest packs up to Adventure Awaits, I believe she said. So we can start implementing those soon, which is really dope. So I'm excited to see what she comes up with that. I did ask her on the whatchamacallits, the self-employed businesses. What is it? What do we call that before? Home businesses. That's right. That's right. Home businesses. Um, so kind of get some more details because like we can't have a home business as a laundromat or we can't own a laundromat as a business. I'm trying to figure all that out. So because I'd really like to have a laundromat and a dance studio and stuff like that, but those seem to be, from the way I'm understanding it, not allowed. So we will try to get these guys to do some stuff. I think we have Luca here. He hasn't started his homework yet, so let's have him come over here and sit down. And we need to get him to be an A student. And right now, I think he's like a B student. I think he's a B student. So I don't think he's yet um an A student. I don't see it in his Simology. I forgot where to look at. It says he's in his career panel. Oh, he is an A student. Well, good for him. I didn't realize he was an A student already. So he does his homework every day. He does his extra credit. We have been trying to get Angelo here to be I can't think of what I'm calling it now. But the aspirate, that's it. He's a super parent. So he's got to go into full parent mode and have a child with 3 positive character values. So that's what we've been working on with these ones. So that's why I keep having him help him with homework and I don't know how to do more with him on this. But we're working on it and we'll see what we can do. Extra credit work. We want him to be like a smart student. Because what we've been working with Luca on is I think he wants to be like a politician, somewhere like that. So I think that's his career goal. He's been talking about it as I've been playing with his friends. And I think that's his life goal is to be in politics. But right now he's whatchamacallit, rambunctious scamp. So we can't play on a jungle gym though, because we don't have a park. So I've been kind of holding off on playing him until we can upgrade a park. That way he can complete his aspirations, but I don't have a big enough yard for a jungle gym. Now, I thought about being kind of cheatsy and having the neighbors buy one, since they got all this room, and then he can go to the neighbor's house and play on their jungle gym. I mean, technically it would work. But I really like the aspect of waiting until we have a park, because we got a lot to do with our other households still. These guys got to get really buff up and everything so they can start mentoring for fitness. And then we got our house over here. They really got to get set up for their dance studio and get their dancing up. So with those guys, we need to progress more, because we need to start focusing pretty soon on community lots. Because once we get community lots, we can get more households, and then we can start expanding into new worlds. So that's really what I want to do. And I think we're just going to play through the worlds kind of in order on the sheet they have for this. So we'll see as we unlock them. I know the next one, since we're playing Oasis Springs. Oh no, this is Willow Valley. Next we'll do Oasis Springs. So I'm trying to figure out like these other dad stuff, like without boring the kid. So that's what we've been working on here. Yeah, that's what we're working on here. Luca had an experience understanding positive and resilient romantic outlook. Luca is a child now. With enough of these kind of experiences, he can't develop the romantic sage trait and when he becomes a teen. Well, that's interesting. All right. He's learning. Oh, what did I say? Hold on. Okay, we don't want to criticize lack of homework. One of these said, ask about school. Let's do that. All right, so let's get all these in here. And then we're going to go over here, and he's got to work on some programming stuff. We have a side job he's been working on. We want him to finish that. I don't think Luca can vacuum, but he can throw away stuff and step on dust bunnies. So when Dad's done teaching him, he can go ahead and start cleaning up around the house, because that gives him also benefits for these other things. I've been working on him a little bit with them. I don't think it's in his skills trade. It's not in, no, it's his simology, isn't it? I thought it's in here. I don't remember what they're called. Supportive family dynamic. That's fantastic. So it's not work. It's not skills, relationships, inventory. I thought it was here. No, okay, it's not milestones. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find a specific something. I forgot what it's called, but he learns these other here formative moments. So these different things I've been working on here. So along with his aspiration. So these deals here, like be an enthusiast. So what kind of music do you even like? He needs to figure that out. So he listens to music so he can figure out what he likes there. And then that gives him a buff. And then my imaginary friend is the best. Future politicians, one we're working on here. He's practiced speech. I bet I can learn about charisma from some books. So I gotta wait till he can read some books. So we really need a bookstore. And then the more people I know, he's got to make 2 acquaintances, and he's only got 1. So we can figure these. But I need to read 2 charisma books for this while he's a kid, and we don't have a bookstore. Another reason why I need to not play this household so much until we can start getting caught up on some things. All right. Let's stop this. I want him to do what I asked him to do. They keep going around the house, talking in different areas. Let's talk on the couch. Now let's talk in the chair, like it's okay, let's get him to feed his treat and then we'll play with him. That should make Niblet happy. But yeah, I think we've been progressing pretty good with this. Oh, he finally, thanks so much for a job well done. I hope the pay is sufficient. What he didn't, I don't know what we got paid. I didn't notice on the screen what we got paid. But hopefully it's sufficient. I mean, we worked on it for a little while, but I do think we've come a long way in this series that we've been working on. We're not as far as we were in my other series. I had more than just the 1 household. We were up to 8 households. And I was playing in other areas too. Like, once we learn some stuff, like, we can go start doing werewolves whenever we want. If we want to start a werewolf, the Moonstone Mill, and start doing werewolves, we can work on that. Vampires, we have to wait until we can get vampire books, I think, before we can study vampires. I'm not 100% sure before to do that. We just got to get a vampire lore up before we can talk to vampires and become a vampire. So if we can do that with the computer, we can do that. But if we need a book, we have to wait. There's other things too. But there's a few side worlds we can do if we wanted to start some side worlds. Just to add a little bit more households into the gameplay and whatnot, a little bit. But I'm going to kind of wait on those just a little bit. Like, last time we got really overwhelmed. And we already had all kinds of things. And with the new pack out with fairies and whatnot, I'm waiting to see, too, to start the fairy world. So there's lots we have to do. There's still a bunch we have to keep progressing because, I mean, we're still on our first map. So Let's get him to go back to work. I need him to find some more money. Because he's not got enough money here. So I want him to start hustling some money. So if he starts another side job real quick, that'll bring in a little bit more cash. And we'll see what we're doing. We need a mechanical mixologist. I built one from household scraps, but I can't get the UI working. All right. So he's doing his programming. That's what we're working on. He's sleeping. He's got school, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, he's going to have to be to school. Nope, it's 7 a.m. Sunday, so he doesn't have to go to school till tomorrow. But that's how we're going to kind of roll this household. He's going to keep working on his programming, and he's going to keep doing awesome in school and grow up to be a good politician, I guess. But we'll figure it out as we play. That's how I've been doing a lot of this. I just want to introduce this household and see what everybody's opinions are. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you like the content. And as always, stay blessed.